Hi guys, welcome back to my writing vlog. It has been a little over a week since I made my last video and a lot has happened since then. I have a lot to catch you up on, but I thought that I made a promise in my last video that I would bring a new guinea pig guest on every time I made one of these videos. And so Sandra said, no, I'm not doing it today. I'm too much of a diva. I need a pay rise if you're going to put me in another video. So I've got another guinea pig today. This is Saba. You shouldn't have favourite guinea pigs, but she is my favourite. Basically, she was born in February last year, and what happened was that her mum was really ill when she was born and died about 4 or 5 days later. So she couldn't nurse her or anything like that or look after her. So I was Saba's surrogate mummy and I looked after her until she could look after herself. Basically, I fed her all throughout the day. I toilet trained her. I did everything, and so she means so much to me. She is my guinea pig child, literally. I love her. She is like my own child. So this is Saba, and I'm a bit worried that she's gonna wee on me because she can be evil sometimes. So yes, this is Saba. So I don't know where to start to catch you up on. I think the last time I spoke, I think I should probably do a bit of a background. So I'm writing a book. If you didn't see my last video, I've got a playlist of all my writing videos, so you can go and see that. I am writing a book. My goal was to finish it by the 1st of September. That has now dramatically changed and I am sprinting to finish it by the end of this month. So by the end of July I want to have finished this draft. It changed very suddenly, and that is because last time I spoke to you I was on 16,000 words, or between 16 and 17,000 words. I am now on 55,602 words. So I've written a lot, and that means that I have accidentally won Camp NaNoWriMo. Didn't intend to join in this month. I thought, I'll leave it because I'm not sure how much I'm gonna write. I ended up winning it, didn't I? For the first time ever. I've written 55,000 words this month, and I'm gonna finish this book in a month. And I don't know how that's happened, but it just did. It somehow just happened, and I've written 55,000 words and I'm gonna finish this month, and yeah, it's quite crazy. I don't know. It's a really weird thing. I've just been working so hard on it, and I've been working non-stop on it. I had one day when I went in the car, and I was in the car for 7 hours in total that one day. So I wrote 12,000 or about 11 or 12,000 words in that one day. So that is kind of why my word count is so high, and I'm so close to the end now. I am so close to the end. I'm about 12,000 words away from the end, I think. I'm super excited to finish it now because I've kind of got to the point where I'm getting so tired of writing and I just need a break. I want to read and I can't read anything. I'm in a reading slump because all I can think about is writing. I'm a bit irritable and I can't have proper conversations with people because my characters are always on my mind. The next bit that I want to write is always on my mind. So I just can't do it. I can't do anything else but think about my book. I don't think that's healthy, but I've just got to finish it now. I'm so close to the end. Hoping to finish. I think I might vlog finishing the last day that I write. I'm averaging about 4,000 words at the moment, so if I keep up like that every day, I'll be finished on Monday. Oh, I don't want to finish it because I already know what my last line is going to be, but I don't know what the last chapter is going to be. Oh, I've just had an idea as I say that. I think, yeah, I've just had an idea of how it's gonna end. That was quick. I was like, yes, I could just see it in my head. I just see the characters all the time in my head now. And another thing that I've started thinking about is what I'm gonna write next. I'm thinking, I'm gonna finish this book and then what am I gonna work on? I want to work on something completely different, but I have got a prequel in mind. There's one character in this draft that has really come to life and I've really fallen in love with him, and I've got another story that I can tell with him, and I really want to work on that. So that's going to be a project in the future, but I've got my next book sorted out. I've had it sorted for a while. So a lot of you in the comments of my last video said that you wanted to see me planning a book and things like that. So I think I'm going to leave that video for when I start planning the next book I'm going to write. Because I actually don't know how I planned this one. This was a confusing one. If you ask me where I got the idea for this book that I'm working on now, I won't be able to tell you because I just don't know. I wanted to write about a road trip. I have notes on my phone where it said oh, what am I going to write in the future? Road trip. But I don't know how I connected it all up, and I don't know how I came up with the characters and stuff like that. So I don't know how that worked out, but it just somehow did. But the next one I'm going to be planning, because I do plan my books. Planning is something that I'm quite keen on because I just give up otherwise. So I'm at 55,000 now, and 55,000 words is the most I've ever written of anything ever. And so I look at it and I'm like, what? 50,000 was the ultimate level for me to reach, because that is the NaNoWriMo number, so it always sticks in my mind. And anything after this now is a bonus, and I'm so happy that I've been able to write it. And I just, well, I'm not going to say I can't wait to finish it, because I kind of don't want it to end, but also I don't want to jinx it and not finish it. But I think it's, I'm in too far now not to finish, so I've kind of got to do it. I don't know what else to discuss because I just feel like so much has gone on. I started the road trip parts now, and I'm nearly at the end of the road trip parts. It came through my mind as I was writing the road trip, like I've got all the road trip parts planned out, but I have no clue how they're getting back. I know how they're travelling back, but I don't know what's going to happen because I can't just end it there. There's bits that I've got to connect up. I don't have a middle of the end of the road trip, and I don't know why I never even considered that. They're not just gonna stay stranded there. I really just don't know why I didn't think about it. These next scenes now are my favourite to write because they are in Haworth, and so much happens in them. In the first draft, which is pretty much a draft 0, where I just kind of sketched out a lot of the scenes and wrote out of chronological order and stuff like that, in those scenes nothing really happened at the end, because basically in the first draft I had a book within a book, and then I took that out because it was too confusing. So my characters were supposed to go to this book signing, and that was how it's supposed to end. But now I don't have that, so I've added this other plot strand in there in this draft, and I'm really pleased with it because I feel like it adds so much more dimension to it. Last night I was writing my favourite scene in the whole book. I have a few favourite scenes I love working on and love writing, but I worked on my absolute... Saba, don't bite my arm. She was sniffing my arm then. She was gonna bite me, weren't you? Yeah, anyway, Saba rudely interrupted there. It's my favourite scene, and this hasn't changed a lot since draft 0, which is quite scary because that draft is so bad. When I read it back now, it's kind of like, how is this the same book? But I need to remember that the first half of my current draft I've edited practically 3 times. This is my 3rd draft of that, and then the last half is pretty much all new stuff. So I think I have got to remind myself of that, which is I've just done so much of it and I've done it so weirdly, but I feel like it's been such a learning process for me because I've never written a book before. I've never written a whole book, and so I don't really know how I work, and so I've been figuring out how I work throughout this draft and how I want to run things, and that's been really nice. The next plan is to finish by the end of the month. I have a few readers lined up who are going to read it and to give me critique and feedback on what I've written, which I'm super nervous for. Maybe I'll make a video once I've got feedback on how I'm going to address things like that. But it's very scary that somebody that's not me or is not my mum, because my mum's read the first 2 or 3 chapters and she says, yeah, it's great, whatever, but somebody else is going to read it, and that terrifies me because it's like, what if I've done something wrong in there? What if they don't like it? But I think I've just got to kind of ignore that and get on with it because I want it to be the best book that it can possibly be, because I want to get it published. A lot of people have asked me, like, when is your book going to be published? I don't know. I hope that it will be published one day. I am working on things to get it published, but I can't say for sure because publishing is a really weird, complicated process. But I want to get it published one day. So if all goes to plan, you might see it on a bookshelf one day in a bookshop. I can't guarantee that because nobody, like, it might be really bad and nobody will want to buy it or anything like that, like from the publisher. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. So yeah, no plans to get it published now, but I would like it to be. And of course, you'll be the first to know if it is gonna be published. Is there anything else I've got to add? So yeah, I'm at 55,602 now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to write 4,000 words today because that is quite a lot, I think, for today, because I've got a lot to do today. So I'm writing about 4,000 words a day. 3 or 2,000 I don't mind here and there, but I want to finish it next week. Wish me luck. And if there are any questions that you want me to answer in my next writing video, that's going to be really helpful. So leave them in the comments and then I can answer all of them if you've got any questions and anything like that. It's been so nice to see that so many of you have been motivated to want to write by watching my video, my last video, and I'm definitely going to try and do one of these every week if I can. But I've only got a week left of writing and then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a break. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read lots of books. That is my plan, and get some feedback. So that was my writing video. I'm gonna have a little cuddle with Saba now. She's like, please. Please, mother. You were so cute, and now she's turned into this hairy monster. You're my child. So that was my writing video for this week. I will see you next week with hopefully a very exciting update where I finished, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because who knows what could happen between now and then. But I think I might vlog the day that I actually finished the book. She's making a noise like she's gonna wee, so I'm gonna go quickly now. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Happy reading, happy writing, and happy guinea pigging. Say goodbye, Saba. She's gonna wee on me in a minute.